about my mentor who helped me, and also my friend who helped me. So, my client once told me that there are people in your life that you meet, they're for a season, a reason, or a lifetime. And I have a mentor that was a season, a reason, and a lifetime friend. And it's because I had these really bad 4 years in a row that were I was married and then divorced, and married and then divorced.
2 people.
Yeah, 2 different people. And then I lost my house. And so I was in a really bad place, and when I lost my house, I hadn't ever been broke before. So I reached out to a friend of mine for some help, and it's a shady friend. I don't know, I think that we all have a shady friend. You know, and when you're in the darkest despair, who do you reach out to? But someone that's in the shade themselves. So I reach out for help because I lose my house because I got it from inheritance, and then he ended up, the second guy got his name on the deed somehow, and then divorced, and then in Rhode Island, if you get divorced, if you have your name commingled on anything, they get half. And so anyway, my car broke down, and I was like, hey, can you help me out?
Shady friend.
My shady friend. And she goes, yeah, you'll just owe me a favor. And I'm like, all right. So I'm an artist and a massage therapist. And so she goes, I have this screen printing project I need help with. I'm going to ship some stuff to your house. And I was like, all right, I can help you with your screen printing project, right? And so, so she shipped 50 pounds of weed to my house. And the FBI delivered it. And so, the first to know. And this is in 09. And so, all these cops come out from all over, from behind every tree, and they're like, get down, and I'm like, what is going on? And I pee my pants, and I'm like, down, they're guns to my head, and I'm like, what is happening? So they informed me that I had illegal substances shipped to my house, and I'm like, okay. So they bring me to jail for 2 weeks.
Oh.
So they kept me in the intake room because they were like, you're not going to make it upstairs. So the whole thing went federal, and I was released, and my friend Terry picked me up.
Oh, yay, Terry.
And the whole thing was just dismissed because I'm lucky. And it just all disappeared. So years later, I'm working. I put my head down. I don't trust anybody, right? I'm like, okay, this was really crazy. So I'm working. I put my head down. I go to work year in, year out, and I just create this dream clientele. And one of these people, the reason, season, and lifetime friend, mentor, Alan Lewis, he, I don't know what my clients do, and years into working on him, he listens to my story, and he's like, you should hear some of the crazy things that happened to me, whatever. He's like, I'm sending you on a trip. I'm like, no, thank you. I'm good. Right? And so he's like, no. And so a week later, I get a magazine from Overseas Adventure Travel. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but anyway, and he goes, pick a trip. And I'm well, this kind of seems legit, actually. So I looked for the trip, and I'm like, I need the least scary place, right? So I pick Italy, and he's like, bring someone with you. I'm like, I'm bringing my kid. Like, this is, and so we do. We get to go to Italy, and I need a passport. So I like send the money in and whatever and it didn't come. And so I go to Boston. I'm like, what's the problem? And they're like, you got to go to Stanford. We don't know what's going on here. So I go to Stanford, and I walk up. I don't know if you've ever been to the place where you get your passport in Stanford, but it's like, you know, you pick a number like a deli and you like walk up, and like the woman behind the window is like an angel. She's like, I'm like, all right, things are going, this is better. And she's like, you know what, I don't know what's going on with you. We need to call the FBI. I'm like, no. She's like, go to lunch. And so I can't eat. It's like the worst. And she calls me back, and I walk back, and I go back, and she's like, I'm like, all right, give it to me straight. You don't let people like me leave the country, right? Like, I get it. And she's like, oh, here's your passport. I cried all the way home. I mean, it was just beyond belief. And we went to Italy for 2 weeks, and it was amazing. We went to like 14 different cities, and it changed me in a way. I don't know, like I haven't really done a lot of traveling, and it just opened me up to trust and loving. And you know, after that, like things just like opened up. Like I met the man of my dreams. I had my dream clients. Like my kids happy. Like everything. I don't know. I just feel like I paid my dues in a way. And everything's great. And it is. I just feel like a season, a reason, and a lifetime. Friends, like really bad things can happen, but it's like for you, not to you.
Yes.
You know, you like learn. You like. It's a gift. Like Alan said, crisis is a gift. Like he never judged me one day. And Alan, I'm not gonna get through it. He passed away 3 months ago on November 2nd. And so like I just wanna give a toast to him, because he like opened me back up to like loving myself and forgiving. And it just like changed the trajectory of my life. That kind of trust that like you can fuck up and people still love you, and you can love yourself, and everything's gonna be okay. So if you could all just like toast to Alan Lewis.
Everyone knows.
Everyone knows now. And I think it's okay.
It's okay.
And that's it. Thanks for listening.
Oh, I love it. Beyond.
Everyone in this room wants to hug you.
Oh, good.
Really, sincerely.
Thank you.
Awesome, Liz. Awesome.